Welcome back to the channel. My name is Angelo Christmas, and this is me documenting my journey to $20,000 per month with remote sales as a high ticket closer. So, in the last video, I mentioned that I started on a new offer. It was for a fitness offer, and in my first week on the new offer, I took a total of 6 calls and I closed one of them, generating $1,500 in revenue. That was when I was booking my own calls for the closing calls, and pretty much this week's results didn't actually go as expected. In all honesty, I expected to make at least 5 sales, but I took a total of 16 calls this week. Well, I say this week, but I actually mean last week because it's Monday today. But I took a total of 16 calls, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to close any of those calls. I do have a couple follow ups booked in, so that sound potentially promising, but at this point in time, out of the 16 calls I took, I didn't close any of those. Now, there was obviously a few challenges I did run into, that led to me not having any closes. A good amount of the leads I was speaking with weren't actually people that wanted to lose weight or achieve any sort of fitness goals, which is what I've been training for and what I have experience with. Instead, they just needed help with fixing their constipation issues and like stomach aches. And I was like, okay, I mean, when it comes to you actually achieving your fitness goals, like, are you looking to lose some weight as well, or is that the only issue? And they were like, no, that's the only issue. Like, my weight and the rest of my health is fine. So a few of those calls I actually let them go. Like, I ended the call because I thought that we couldn't help them. But it was actually my fault for misunderstanding the offer I'm on, because we do actually help people like that. And those specific leads I was speaking to, that's the problem that they need help with. And that's still something we can help them with. Because with this offer, you have a variety of different leads from different companies. And we are like we white label the coaching side of things, if that makes sense. So I wasn't aware that we actually help them with those constipation issues. So some of those 16 calls I took, I actually let them go because I was like, okay, if you do ever need help with the coaching side of things in terms of, your health and fitness, feel free to let us know. But it was only after that I found out that, oh, we actually can help them. So that was a silly mistake on my end. And then nonetheless, when I did actually speak to more of those leads, because that's like the majority of people I've been speaking to this week, it's just people that needed to fix their constipation and, their gut health and stuff like that. And I've been having a hard time, like actually getting them to like feel the pain of that problem, because that's not what I've been training for. So it felt a bit weird to me, to be honest, like, helping someone trying to sell them a program that's going to help them remove their constipation and fix their gut health. Like, it just seems weird to me. It's like cringe kind of thing. But nonetheless, not here to make excuses, because other people are closing those people. So it's still my fault at the end of the day that I wasn't able to close someone. It's just really weird and like tricky for me to navigate those conversations, because I was under the impression that I would be selling people that just solely wanted to like lose weight or achieve fitness goals. That's what really excites me, and like what I really want to do is to help people with like a huge transformation in their life. Whether that's with fitness, like losing a bunch of weight so they can, live the life they want to live, or even, a make money offer where, you make a certain amount of money and that changes your life. Like, that's what I really want to help people with. So I've been finding it a bit challenging with these constipation leads. Hopefully, I don't have to speak to them, and I can just speak to like weight loss and fat loss leads, which is what I'm really like I've been in training for and have experience with. But we're gonna see, how the rest of the week goes. Now, obviously, on the grand scheme of things, if we look back just solely at the results, 16 calls, no closes. Some of them, obviously, some didn't have money, but there were still people that, had the money, but they just felt like this might not work for them because, they've tried stuff like this in the past and it didn't work out. So I wasn't able to overcome their fears and limitations to allow them to actually make that decision to move forward. So it's still on me at the end of the day. But even though I wasn't able to close any deals this week, there was still a point I would like to make about something that anyone watching this will always face on their journey to success or achieving any goal that's of significant value. In this case, getting to $20,000 per month. Although I didn't close any deals for this offer that I'm on, I still grew a lot as a closer, because the first one I want to talk about is no longer worrying about feeling nervous on my calls. Like if you watch the last video I made, I would get really nervous when I was taking these calls, and that was really putting me in a bad headspace on the calls. But because of the help of my mentors, I actually overcame that pretty quickly, and now it's like I don't feel any nerves when I'm taking the calls. So it's just like normal to me. It obviously helped me be more comfortable on the calls and be able to have a better conversation with the people I was speaking to, which is a huge one for me. And that's like that internal growth, that although you're not getting, it's not always you'll see a tangible outcome where, you're seeing the money in your bank account that's reflecting you achieving the goal. But on your part to getting there, you're going to grow internally as a person. You're becoming closer to being the person that's worthy enough to achieve that kind of goal. And the second one I want to talk about is the fact that I pitched someone $10,000 for a fitness program. Now, this person had a lot of weight to lose, over 100 pounds that they needed to lose, and the consequences of not losing that weight was pretty serious. They would probably have died in the next few years if they didn't get the weight under control. It was quite a serious call, and I feel I did a really good job on that call to get them to see the value, get them to see how big their problem is and why they need to do something about it. And the old me, when I first started closing, would be scared to pitch programs that are $4, $3, even $2,000. I would be afraid to pitch such a big amount of a price tag on the program, because in my mind I was thinking, oh, maybe they're gonna think it's too expensive, or they can't afford it, or they won't have the money because of my own limiting beliefs. I would like get nervous during the pitch, but now, because I've like grown so much and have overcame those limiting beliefs in myself and those fears around like money and programs and sales in general, I was able to pitch that lady $10,000 without being nervous at all. Which it doesn't. It's a small win, but at the end of the day, that's preparing me for the person that I know I want to be. That the person that makes $20,000 per month, because that person is not scared to pitch programs that are $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. So that's me growing into that person. Even though I didn't make the sale because she didn't really have money, she didn't have any money to afford that. She was only making about $300 a month. So obviously I didn't get the sale, but the fact that I can do that without feeling nervous means I'm one step closer to achieving my goal. And that's what I was saying earlier, is that, on your part to achieving success, there is going to be long periods of time where, you might feel like you're not making progress. Your bank account might not reflect the progress you want to be making. You might not be making the amount of money you want to make right now. But in those moments, it's important to realize that, one, you are going to get there. And two, you're not wasting time, because in those moments you are growing and becoming and molding yourself into the person that's worthy enough to achieve the goal you're trying to achieve. Because right now in this moment, if you deserve to live that kind of life and achieve that goal you want to achieve, you would have already achieved that. But right now you're not that person. So there might be an extended period of time where, it might take you some time to get there, but don't be discouraged, because that's the journey. Every successful person has once been through that journey, more than once, I should say. So it's not about failing, it's not about setbacks, it's about how you view those things. Because at the end of the day, you can't fail as long as you learn from those mistakes. You understand that it's a process, it's part of the journey. It's completely normal to fail. What's not normal, and what a loser would do, is give up in those situations, is allow those feelings to overcome them as a person and cause them to change their behaviors and their actions towards the goal in a negative way. So if that's you, if that happens to you, don't ever let that slow you down. Don't ever let that stop you. And just know that no matter what happens, you will get there. And that will give you a huge amount of confidence and conviction in yourself to know that no matter what happens, you know you will make it. And that's how I feel about this, about my life, about this specific goal of getting to $20,000 a month with sales, and also my other goals that I haven't yet mentioned on this channel. But that's just some words I wanted to share with you about failures, setbacks, and when things don't go your way. Because it's kind of like, when you're working towards a goal, you work. You might not see any progress right away, but throughout that time, you're really growing into the person that can handle that success, you know. So don't ever think you're wasting your time. As long as you're doing everything in your power to get there, it's just a matter of time before you do achieve that goal. So do not give up, please, because that's the only way you will fail. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Obviously, the week didn't go according to plan. So moving forward for this week, I am still on 2 offers because I still have to sit with my first offer. That's obviously covering like my expenses and my bills. So I'm gonna need to put in, a bit more volume with that so that I can make the money I need to live. And then alongside that, I'm still going to be closing for the fitness offer. To be honest though, like based on what I've learned so far about this offer, unless like things do change where like I get more so like the leads that are wanting to only lose weight and lose fat, I don't feel like it's the right offer for me at this point in time. Like I feel like it's not really aligned with the closer I want to be. Like I said, I don't really want to help people solve their constipation issues. Like it's just weird to me. Like it's really weird. Like I want to help them I want to help them transform their lives, like, and help them achieve greatness. Because that's what I'm doing in my life, and I want to help someone do that and be able to, have an impact on them achieving that. That's what really excites me and fires me up. So I feel like I might start looking for a different offer that's more aligned with the person I am and the person I'm trying to be, and also the closer that I want to be. But we will see how things go, and I'll obviously update you guys in the next video. But for now, I'm still gonna keep pushing, still gonna keep putting the work in, grinding, working hard every day towards the goal, and making sure that no matter what, I do get there. So excited. Never let anything hold you back or slow you down, even if things don't go according to plan. Don't ever let it slow you down. You have success in your hands. It's just up to you to believe in yourself and put the work in and get there, and you will get there. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, leave a comment as well. Make sure you subscribed if you're not already, and if you would like to connect with me, if you're someone that's on this journey in remote sales or just achieving success in general, my social media links will be down below. So feel free to connect with me, and I hope you have an amazing week and stay safe.